You got to do that with your salah. The first thing I tell anybody to do with the salah is build your life around the salah and not your salah around the life. Because if you try to build your salah around your life or your job or whatever, it seems like you can never get it in. When I worked for someone, and I have not worked for anybody in 18 years, and I don't believe I'm going to work, I'll work with anybody, but I'm not working for anybody. Alhamdulillah. Now it meant drinking water and eating biscuits and trying to raise children, and they're not being satisfied and complaining, but at length I feel to myself I made the right decision. Because one thing, when I decided to do that, my time management became whose? Mine. I advise everybody to work towards a situation where you can manage your own time and that you don't have somebody else telling you when you need to be here for you to do what they want, and these are the conditions of the company and blah, 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 blah. So therefore, you find yourself getting up in the morning, racing to get to somewhere somebody else wants you to be, trying to satisfy somebody else. But even if that is the case, when I worked for somebody, I went to that job and I said to them, listen, I believe, when I went to the interview, I believe that I can do this job better than anybody else that you're going to interview. I will be here on time. I will work 7 days. I will work the evening shift, the morning shift, the graveyard shift, whatever you want. I will work Saturdays, Sundays, holidays. I will work overtime if you need somebody to work overtime. However, I don't work Friday afternoons at all. So Friday at 12 o'clock, preferably 11, I have to be relieved, and I'll be back on Saturday if you want me to. Because that day is set aside for God, and that's not negotiable for my mother, for a job, or for anybody else. So I just want to be honest with you. Everything else is negotiable. But Fridays belongs to God. Friday afternoons. So the man will say, wow, I mean, Friday must be real important to you. Then I will recite the ayah from the Quran that Allah said about Surah Al-Jum'ah. So he know I'm serious. And guess what? I was never refused a job when I told a man straightforward, Friday. So he would say, don't worry about it. You don't even have to work Fridays. We're going to give you, you can work from Sunday to Thursday. You got Fridays off. See? So from the beginning, I told him clear. But other people be dodging and, do you think I might be able to get off Friday afternoons to go to prayer? No, we definitely need you Friday afternoon. See? That's the way they act too. And I was never refused a job because I wouldn't work Friday afternoons. But I was straightforward from the beginning. You see? Now, once I got the job, when lunchtime, when everybody else took a lunch break, I would disappear. And everybody would be looking for me where I'm at. I find a closet, up on the rooftop, a basement, anywhere I could find that's clean, and I go and throw my rug out and pray. And somebody would say, where's Yaseen at? I think I saw him go up on the 3rd floor up there. Then after a while, people would say, oh, he said he had an appointment. They would ask me, well, where you have to go? I said, I got an appointment. That's what I'll tell them. Or I tell them I have to make a long distance call. I have to make a long distance call. 5 times a day I got to make this long distance call. I said, well, there ain't no phone booth up there. I don't need a phone booth. So the whole thing is, I'm going to get this prayer in. Then in conversation, you see, in conversation on the job, then they say, this is a strange guy. I don't know. He goes up there talking about a long distance call. I see him, he's wet. He comes out, he's wet, got water, he goes upstairs. He doesn't eat lunch with anybody. You know, he got off Friday. I mean, nobody gets off Friday afternoon. What's going on? So the point is, I'm saying to you that build your life around the prayer. Establish it inside of you that I'm going to make Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, wherever I'm at.